I am back and at it again here at another episode of Bottle Digging. This is, I don't even know what episode, but as you can tell, it is fall. It is actually extremely nice out here. I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts, and in the last episode I was wearing a hoodie. And that was like a month ago. So that shows how nice it is for this kind of weather. You can tell, obviously, by the barren trees and the leaves, like I said, that it's fall. Here's the bottle dump. I just cleaned all the leaves and shit out of it. Literally just poked my hand in and I found this old button, and I thought let me focus that. And it's nothing special, but I think it's cool just because the fact that I threw it and it hit other glass and it made like a clinking noise as if it was glass. And I think this is a button made out of like porcelain or something. So I'm going to keep it and clean it up and see what it looks like. Also, I'm at the same bottle dump. If you recall last time, we said there were other bottle dumps further by that abandoned house down there. Way down there, you can't tell where it is. But we went to those bottle dumps off camera just to see if they were good. And they were okay. We found some stuff, but not a lot. So that's why I'm back at this dump. At the end of the video, when I show you all the finds from this episode, I will also show you the finds from the other dumps that we've never shown on camera. Also, it's just me in this episode today, and I'm sorry if at the end I show any repeats from the last episode, trying to show you stuff that you haven't seen because I can't actually remember. So yeah, sorry about that. So found a button. That's about it so far. Nothing really on it. It's just a button. But I will be back with any cool finds. And looking around these walls, there's a bunch of stuff. Found this button. I found like the bottom of a light bulb. There's still a bunch of shit in here to be found. So that's why I'm going at it again. So I'll see you guys whenever I find something new. Alright, it took me a while, but I think I found the sweet spot again. I was digging along this wall for a while and wasn't finding too much. But once I started digging right here, I was finding a lot. And you can see right there's a bottle. But I'm going to pull that out in a second. Sorry, I'm really sick. But let me update you on the things I've found already. Nothing, well, only one thing here worth keeping. Here's a classic Heinz jar. It's the red lid one. I have no clue what this is a part of, but this is one hell of a handle to probably what was like a big jug or a pitcher. The bottom half of plastic box, I guess. Whoops. This is the only thing I'm keeping, this cool little jar, because this diamond pattern at the bottom. No clue what would have been in it, and there's nothing written on it. Another little jar. A fork. And I kept this piece just to show you there's a giant letter V on the bottom. That shows me that it was a milk bottle. I'm not sure what the company name was, but I know in this area, all milk companies had a giant letter on the bottom of their jug, meaning that that was the first name of their company. Like I have a giant Rex milk bottle and there's a giant R on the bottom. So let me just take this out real quick because it's really loose and I just need to give it a good yank or two. Let's see, it's complete. It has writing on it, and there's more down there. The writing says, well, hold on, let me get that in focus. It says, no deposit, no returns, and it says that around it twice. Nothing else written on it, but this is a giant bottle. This is definitely worth keeping. This is pretty cool. So I'm going to set this up here with the other stuff. And yeah, right where I pulled that bottle out was a sweet spot, so I'm going to keep digging there for right now, so I'll see you guys next. I've been digging in the sweet spot, and it has been promising. Found a lot of good stuff. All this stuff, basically. Minus these two right here, because I already found those. But a couple things worth keeping, some not. First off, here's one of those honey jars that we always talk about. I'll keep that. Here's a little baby jar. No clue what it was or what it is. Not keeping it. Same with this one. It's mostly full, but the bottom's broken anyway, so I wouldn't keep it anyway. This is a bigger jar. Again, it's just a plain old jar. Not keeping it. This is a jar that's neat because it has little finger grooves on the side. I'm not sure if you can see them. So I'm going to keep that. I found this. I don't know if it's a lid or a tiny, tiny jar, but either way, it's really cool. It's white glass, which I love. And it has little tiny designs on the side where my thumb is. So I'm keeping that. And this little brown medicine bottle, and down both sides, you won't be able to read it, but it says Burnett's. B-U-R-N-E-T-T'. So I'm keeping all those. So I'm just going to keep digging in this spot for right now and see if anything more comes up. Sorry that the camera's constantly out of focus because I'm trying to focus on things that are close, and then I move far away and it just doesn't work. Also, this probably won't be that long of an episode because I am sick, like I said. And it's a Sunday, and I usually don't have off work Sundays. So I want to get other stuff done besides just doing this. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next update of the video. Holy shit, guys. First, let me update you on the things I've found. I found another one of those no deposition or whatever it said bottles. I'm going to keep whichever one cleans up better, and I'll either get rid of the other one or give it to Offman. Don't really know. This would have been cool, but it's broken. It's like the bottom of like a wine glass, and it's oddly shaped, but it's broken. This big ass jar I'm not keeping, but I always keep the big jars to show you guys. I found another one of those honey jars. This one has the lid on it, so again, I'm going to clean up whichever one turns out better. I found an eyedropper bottle, and the reason I'm keeping this is because this is actually pretty strong still. Usually they're like destroyed. You can tell it's cracked, but I mean, it's still pretty strong. So I'm going to try to clean this up and see if it turns out okay. I found a marble. Let me figure out where that is. It's right here. I always keep marbles, as you know. I showed you in the last episode. And this, I'm assuming, is a perfume bottle because of the tiny opening at the top. But it's weird because there's designs down the side, and this one side of it is flat. If you look at it right here, you can see the top is flat. I'm not sure why it's like that, or why just one side is flat, but I think that's really neat. And now let me show you guys just how much shit is coming out of this. This is all the glass I just swept out. That's all the glass that's still in there. Like, it's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. I'm not sure what this is, but this is pretty neat. This has like a label or something on it. R-O, R-E maybe, I don't know. But so I'm going to keep digging this spot, obviously. As you can tell, I'm getting kind of close to this fallen tree right here, which it's... Let me... excuse me. Let me just show you. There's no way of moving this, because let me just show you. Yeah, that's wedged in there pretty damn good. So this isn't going to move, so I'm just going to have to either dig under it or something. I'm not sure what. But, so yeah, I'll keep digging here, and I'll keep going until I stop finding stuff, so I'll see you guys later. Okay, I'm going to finish the digging part of the video off here. I found a few more things worth keeping. I found another one of those syrup bottles. Not sure if I told you guys about that yet. Ketchup bottle I'm not keeping. It's just a regular Heinz one. This jar I'm keeping because it's weird. It's shaped like a diamond, and it's pretty cool. And then this big bottle, which doesn't have anything written on it, but I think it's cool. Just how big it is overall. And then up here I have a few more things because I started running out of room. I found a tiny version of that Barbasol jar that I had before. I actually found one of these earlier, but then I broke it trying to clean it. So it's cool that I found another one. Another Heinz ketchup bottle that I'm not keeping. And then last but not least, this bottle, which has this weird, like, swirly pattern on the side of it, at the top and on the bottom. So I'm going to keep that. So here are all the finds for this episode, and after this I will show you them all cleaned off, along with the finds from between this episode and the last episode that I didn't show you guys. Alright, first things first, let me say that I'm pretty sure I left the marble in the woods, and I didn't keep everything. But let's just go through what I did keep. And I'm not going to be showing you the things that I found that weren't on camera, that I said I would, frankly, because I don't feel like it right now. But here's the one jar that I said was neat, because it had like grooves on the side of it to hold it by. Here's the little baby jar lid. I'm not sure what this is, or if it's a jar or a lid. It looks like a lid. I'm not sure though. Here's the dropper to the one bottle, and here's the bottle itself. They both turned out pretty good. The dropper cracked a little bit more, but I mean, what can you expect? It's rubber that's been in the ground for how many years? It's still pretty cool. Here's this jar that I kept because of the cool diamond design at the bottom. There's a lot of rust on it that I couldn't get off. Usually I can get it off pretty easily, but I couldn't on this one. Here's one of those little baby jars, honey jars, whatever you want to call them. That's what I call them, but I don't think they actually are honey jars. Here's the little Barbasol jar that I have a bigger version of upstairs. This came out relatively clean. Here's the diamond bottle. You can see a diamond shape now pretty well. It's like a football almost. Again, I have no clue what this had. And if you know what any of these had and I'm saying they had the wrong thing, then please tell me, because I will gladly appreciate it. This one I know for a fact what it had. It had salad oil in it. Because if you look at the bottom, I doubt it's going to come into focus, but it says Mavola Regular Patent Official Salad Oil. That one's pretty cool. Here's the little medicine bottle I said that said Burnett's down the side. It's still really hard to read even when it's not on camera, when I have a really bad camera and a shaky hand, as you can tell. It's not a good mix. 3 more. I kept this perfume bottle because it came out really clean, and you can see there's the neat shape of it. Not sure why it was shaped like that. I'm assuming it was so if you set it down sideways it wouldn't roll away. Or maybe it was like so they could be stacked or put against a wall for decoration. I don't know. Here's one of the 2 beer bottles, or large beer bottles. I kept this one and gave the other one to my dad because he collects shot glasses and old beer cans and things like that, so I gave him the old beer bottle. This one didn't come too clean on this side, but the other side is, so that's the side I'm going to display it by. And the one last thing I kept was this giant soda bottle. I'm not sure. I think it's a liter or something. I don't know. But that's pretty much it for the finds of this episode. Not sure if I'll ever update you on the other things I found, but there aren't too many, to be honest. Not too many worth showing, or really cool ones. They're just classic jars and things like that. Sorry, it's really out of focus right now. Get back in focus. There you go. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So, thank you for watching, everyone. Sorry it was a short episode, but thank you for watching, and please leave a like or subscribe.